Congressman Will Hurd of Texas is one of 3 African-American Republicans in Congress. He is a member of the House Homeland Security Committee and Select Committee on Intelligence. He joins us from his hometown of San Antonio. Congressman Hurd, good morning.
Good morning.
I know you've said that President Trump needs to apologize. It doesn't appear that he plans to do that. He's doubled down. What needs to happen next?
Well, I think everybody needs to realize that the outrage that some of the comments that he said has caused is because you're trying to equate neo-Nazis and skinheads and anti-Semites to people that were trying to stand up against hate. That is the problem. And the leader of the free world should be unambiguous in the opposition to these, to racism, bigotry, and anti-Semitism. And we also have to realize, you know, I tell people all the time, we didn't elect an emperor, we elected a president. And the Republican Party is broader than just one individual.
Now, Congressman, if these things continue, where are they leading us? What's the possibility? To be honest, I don't know. But what it's 2017. It should be very clear that everybody should be against racism, against bigotry. You know, the fact that the leader of the Senate had to put out a statement to say that there are no good neo-Nazis, is problematic. And what we should be talking about is does the federal resources, do our federal law enforcement and state law enforcement have the resources to deal with some of these problems in the future? Let's talk about radicalization and why have some of these people that showed up to Charlottesville, why have they gotten to that point? Why do they believe the way that they believe? So that we can try to prevent this in the future. I spent 9.5 years as an undercover officer in the CIA, and most of my career was chasing terrorists and dealing with evil, and you have to deal with evil head on. And these are the kind of conversations we should be having right now, not whether or not there are good, people going to Klan rallies.
Do you think, Congressman, that the people that hold these white supremacist views now feel more emboldened? Vice has done an incredible documentary where the people, back in the day, you would at least try to hide your identity in some kind of way. And I was looking at this documentary the other day, very disturbing, where he's saying more people are going to die, we are right and they are wrong. What can we do about that? And how much does it concern you?
Well, it concerns me that it's 2017 and there's still people that have these feelings. Yeah. And for those that haven't watched that Vice News piece, please do. It really is a brilliant piece of journalism. And what, I just completed 27 stops throughout my district. I call it the DC to DQ tour, where I go as many Dairy Queens as I can. And one of the things that I learned from that is there's way more that unites us than divides us as Americans. Those are the things that we should be talking about, not the issues that are dividing us. And I think it requires elected leaders and political leaders to speak up on behalf of those things that do unite us. Remember that we're all Americans first. And we have to have a sober review of the radicalization process that gets someone to this point where they feel like it's okay to carry a torch or poke women with a flagpole.
Congressman, beyond words, I mean, what does the president need to do, and what does the country need to do right now, beyond words and beyond apologies, which are necessary?
Well, look, what I just said, let's focus on what unites us, not what divides us. We have to transcend D or R and actually focus on problems that are going to help our country. This is, we are consuming ourselves with trying to decide whether someone's right or someone's wrong from a political argument. There are some basic things. Be kind to one another, right? Treat people with respect. Be honest. All those things that we learned in kindergarten are still valuable today. And I think we all need to take a deep breath and reset.
Thanks, Congressman Hurd.